Alright, what's up guys, this is Spooky, and this is a video that I've made to talk to you guys a bit about KOF 15 and some of what I think about the trailers as well as the new storyline that they're teasing with these trailers too. Anyway guys, as always, if you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to give us a like or a comment here on YouTube, and you can also subscribe to us for even more videos, not just this one, including our tournaments and events from the Next Level Battle Circuit series. Thanks a lot fellas as always for the support, it's greatly appreciated. Anyway, so here's my thoughts so far, guys. We've seen a lot of the character trailers. I think we have 12 in total so far, and I'm going to be showing you a few of them throughout this video. The first thing that I want to go over is kind of what happened at the end of KOF 14, which is that the main villain, who's known as Verse, was actually a villain that was made up of many of the dead characters of the KOF series. That includes the good guys and the bad guys. He was made up of a whole bunch of them. And his destruction basically resurrected all those characters. So a lot of some good guys that you could think of are coming back, and we've seen that with the trailers. And even some bad guys, like Orochi has been teased a little bit with the return of Yashiro and Shermie. But also we know that Orochi it's kind of been teased that he's back, but he's just been sealed again by the three treasures, and that he's been separated from Chris. So we don't really know what's going to happen with that whole storyline itself, but I feel that with the trailers, the main tease that we're going to see, I think, is that they're hinting that somehow Orochi's going to return. And I'll tell you what I think about that first with this first trailer. This one is the one for Chizuru that we saw a while back. And if you guys remember the old storyline of KOF around the 97 or the 98 era, Chizuru was one of the critical characters in sealing Orochi the first time, before we got to the Ash storyline. This was before the K-Dash storyline even. It's been a while since this character was a character in the game. I really love this character, especially in KOF 98, where she was, in the original 98, she was one of the best characters. She has a really dangerous zoning playstyle, and she also is really damaging too, so it's not just about the zoning that's nasty. Her mix-up also does lots of damage, especially up the overheads. Whenever she has meter, easy one bar confirms that she can do. Doesn't look like her playstyle is going to be that much different in this game. If anything, I think the EX moves might make her better. Because before she was really dependent on supers. Now, because you can do EX moves at any time, pretty major change compared to 14. Yeah, I think that she's going to have a lot of good damage potential just off random pokes. Anyway, guys, so the team that she's on is actually Team Sacred Treasures. And if you know, that's actually going back, a throwback to KOF 97. It was the same team, Team Sacred Treasures. And that team was Kyo, Iori, and Chizuru together, and they were the ones that were the official ending, if you will, and they were the ones that had to defeat Orochi at the end. So yeah, let's take a look at some more of the trailers, because this is going to tell us some more what's going on. The next one that I want you guys to see is for Yashiro, and this is another character that I think is amazing. I'm really excited that this character is back, and you know, take a peek, you'll see what I mean. This character is actually one of the villains of 97. His job was to be a part of the Orochi resurrection. It was him together with Shermie and Chris, who was kind of there inadvertently, but at the same time, he was basically the vessel for Arohchi. Crazy that he's really back to life. That wasn't just them playing around in the story at the end of 14. They really brought this character back. He has another form in KOF 97 and in 98. I don't know if he's gonna actually have that form in the new game, or if they're just gonna tease it with the supers like they do in this trailer. But the other form, the Orochi form, the moveset is slightly different. The pokes too. He looks dope. They did a good job. Somehow they made him look the same but different. I don't know. He's got the same jacket and the same pants and everything, but yeah, it translated well into their new style. I miss some of their 2D sprite work, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I do hope that they keep working on this, because KOF 15, they're getting there, guys. Especially if you compare the Mates-kun trailer, the first trailer, to some of the ones that we're gonna see a little bit later during this. So the next one I want to show you guys is another representative character, but she's not one that she's more like an expected character. You always want to see this character in KOF, I think. I think if this character is in KOF, they're doing it right. I also love what they did with her stage here. So this is King, and she's a classic. She's been in KOF since 94. She was also a prominent character in the Art of Fighting series. All three, the first two at least. AOF 1 and 2. She was very important to those. Her style is Muay Thai, but it's a little bit different from what you see from like Sagat or something like that. They usually give her really amazing fireballs. When she's at her best is when her fireballs are good. This stage is also her stage from Art of Fighting 2. I love this stage, by the way. I love that they're having a good time, I feel like, with the engine, with the backgrounds. which is what they used to do with the old stages. Old KOF stages used to look amazing. I think of like the old arcade from KOF 95, that stage. When I see the haunted castle in this one, I definitely think of that. As far as her playstyle, I don't know. This character can be hit or miss. Sometimes she's really amazing and sometimes she's really bad. It just depends on what the other characters can do, the amount of damage, and all that good stuff. Her toolkit looks intact. So if she's going to be good, you know, she has the tools to make it happen. We'll see what happens. So next we're going to talk about some more characters, guys. We saw a few of them already. These are more of the femme fatales. So this one is another one that you kind of always want to see in KOF. I imagine that she's going to be on the same squad as King, because usually the two of these characters are on the same team together if possible. There was also the character Yuri that's already been revealed, which says to me that maybe the KOF 94 women's team will be back, which is the three of them. Oh my god, they really did it up big with the boobs this time. They weren't messing around. My goodness. I don't know if that outfit fits, but that looks really good, by the way. The Deadly Ninja Beast, the EX Deadly Ninja Beast, by the way, being able to do it in the neutral, that's a big deal, because that move actually is nasty. That's also sick that she can combo to the air throw. Her potential is going to be really strong in this game, I think. She's another character that the raw EXs, I think, is going to change her game plan completely. As far as mid-screen damage she can do, carry, what she can do with meter. Bro, those angles, though. This super also looks like they did a good job. Bro, she's going to be beast. Of course, she's going to be popular again, as always. She's another character that she can be really polarizing depending on the system of the game. Sometimes she's really amazing, and then sometimes she's only okay. Storyline-wise, her story hasn't really changed too much over the years. Pretty much, she's a shinobi, and she knows Andy Bogard really well from the Terry Bogard series, or from the Fatal Fury series, Andy and Terry. And, you know, she's a big part of their storyline, too, every now and again. And her clan, I believe, is the one that helped teach Andy some of the techniques that he knows. That's why Andy has a mix of the Bogard techniques as well as ninja techniques. Alright, I got one more for you guys. This one is one of the most exciting. This one is Shermie. And this is the latest trailer. This one just released yesterday, in fact. She looks, woo! If I was Joe, you thought I was joking about my god. Look at this. She's all over the place. This is another character that's returning thanks to that verse storyline we just talked about, and how many of the dead warriors are returning. The good guys and the bad guys. So you gotta deal with the fact that Shermie's back. Maybe you should be a good guy this time? Probably not. She likes being a bad guy, I think. Her playstyle is always really cool, I think. One thing that's nice about this character, she tends to have really easy confirms. A lot of her best combos usually involve something like do a heavy button into forward B into a special move, and that's the whole combo, right? And if that playstyle is intact for her in this one, I think that should be easy to pick up and play. And depending on how good command grabs are in this game, she could be really strong. Usually when grabs are good, she becomes really good. And when grabs are not that good is when she tends to not be that good. She's also another character that had an Orochi form in KOF 97 and 98. The Orochi form was more of a zoner. She has like this lightning bolt move that she can toss out. She basically throws a kiss and throws a lightning bolt at you. Some other ones too. I wonder if we'll see the Orochi forms. I feel like we will. I could be wrong. Anyway, guys, so that kind of gives you an idea of what the game is going to look like. As far as the playstyle, it seems to me it's not going to be that much different from 14, except for the fact that you can do EX moves whenever you want, instead of in the max mode, which is going to, at the same time, that one change is also going to change everything. Also, the cast that we have looks to me a little more exciting than the 14 cast. I'm not going to lie to you. 14 had a lot of new characters, which is great, and we can even expect to see some newer characters back. Like Ash is probably one that they're teasing a little bit that we can expect to return at some point. And some other ones too. So I like this mix of new characters and old characters. It feels like they found a good excuse to make a dream match KOF happen again. We know that some of the best KOFs were the dream matches. KOF 98, that one's a big one. 2002, another dream match. That's really big. Even the ultimate match versions of those games, people really enjoy them. And this one with 15, I feel like they're setting the stage for what could be an ultimate match KOF. They could even have guys like Geese back if they really wanted to, or Mr. Big or something like that. Anybody. It doesn't matter if they're dead or not, right? Because everybody came back to life thanks to verse dying. It just doesn't matter. So I think that's really amazing. Even Rugal could come back or something like that, right? Wow, I just thought of that. Rugal actually straight up could come back. That's crazy. I guess we'll see what happens. Once again, guys, if you enjoyed the video, tell us your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what KOF characters you want to see back, dead or alive. It doesn't matter, because even if they're dead, you know they can come back now. Let us know. Choose your favorites. I'll say that the most likely one that we're going to see very soon is Chris, because there's no way they're going to leave the KOF 97 team, the New Faces team, unintact. So I imagine that we're going to see that character very soon. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for the love. Thanks for supporting us here on YouTube. Don't forget to watch next episode of Battle Circuit tonight. We're going to be watching some Dragon Ball Fighters. It's going to be really awesome. Peace, fellas. See you later.